And up in there, that is a big bull elk. Yep, there he is. I was wondering why these guys were barking. I'm on a run. I don't know if I want to come up here and mess with a bull elk though. Oh my. Guys, come here. Rogue, come here. Come on. He's standing his ground, so. That is a beauty. Wow. Well, you gonna let us pass? We're trying to jog up the hill there, big buddy. Wow. Look at that. Okay. He's turning away. Just wait, guys. Okay. We're gonna let that guy go. Hey, River, come here. Come. Rogue, come on. That guy we're letting go. You do not want to mess with him. Can we continue our jog? Right. Well, all the times I've run up this little mini mountain, I've scared up lots of deer, came face to face with a cougar. That was incredible. That's a beautiful specimen. We've moved on, as far as I can tell. Bull elk aren't likely to circle around and come back on you and attack you. You know, there are animals that'll do that though. Cougar actually will do that on occasion if they. And so rare. You know, I'm never afraid of mountain lions or cougars up here, but so rare if the odd occasion happens, a injured one or a starving one, they'll circle around. But you know who will? Who else will circle around? Incredibly dangerous beast are bison. Yeah, bison will leave the field, circle all the way around for half a mile, and come back upon you, behind you, and you are not coming out of that one alive. Well, that was a beautiful male, just a solo guy. This was his territory, so whew, that was exciting. God, I love nature.
There's a strong flavor, and then there's subtle flavors, and then there's, oh my goodness! Hey, up here! Ha, 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 ha! Go on! Hey, up, hey there! Oh! Go on! Ha, 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 ha! Yeah! Oh yeah, go on! As crazy as this all is, it's kind of the thing to do. Make him afraid of us. Go on! Ha! Get out of here! We like you, but we cannot feed you. Now he looks dejected and I feel bad. The worst thing, absolute worst thing that we could do right now is to sacrifice this wonderfully cooked steak to him. And people do that. They throw a piece of meat. Go on! Go on! And that's the wrong thing to do. Because at that point, you've just taught him that you don't mind feeding him. He knows you mean food. Go on! See, he's circling around us. That's not good. Don't like this. Let's pack up and give him his space and head back to the fishing lodge for dessert.
This is one of the most wonderful and beautiful experiences when it comes to gathering wild edibles, is coming across the gorgeous creatures of the forest. This beautiful big Bruin is very familiar with coming to this fishing lodge and munching away on the grasses and dandelions. He's just doing what I'm doing, foraging for local wild edibles. He really doesn't want to interact with me, and I don't want to interact with him. So the safest thing is to do what I'm doing right now, speaking in a nice, calm, monotone voice, and not doing anything too startling to him to get him upset. If I really wanted to get rid of him, I'd be loud and smash pots together and stomp my feet. But I think what I'll do is I'll just sit here and enjoy the moment, because right now, he is just another fellow local forager out after the wild harvest.
Okay, the custard looks perfect. However, I know it's sweet because I tried the mixture before baking it.
So that, by the way, is how you handle a situation like that. I mean, a big, beautiful, powerful bull elk in my path. I was careful. I wasn't going to challenge him. Just walk slowly, continue on my path. And when he turned away the first time, I thought, okay, he's cool. He's calm, cool, and collected. He's just out looking for some action, if you know what I mean. He is in full rutting season. I would imagine right about now. What a beautiful rack of antlers he had too. And that's the other thing to mention is, and that's how you handle your dogs. It's great to have dogs that are trained enough that'll come back to you. I know I'm just bragging at this point, but that will come back to you when you call them, when they're running towards people, wildlife, or some other dogs on the trail. You can whistle or shout your dogs back and they will turn, well, mine will turn on a dime and come back to me no matter what they're running after. It's a great way to have your dogs trained for going out on public trails. This isn't a public trail, it's private, but same diff. All right, well, there you have it. I'm in Southern Oregon, up in the hills. Lots of wonderful elk herds in this area. Also black bear, actually some nice cinnamon colored bear too. The odd wolf, coyotes, fox, skunk, all the rest, deer, lots of deer, and mountain lion. And I have been face to face, actually, it was right there. I was face to face with a mountain lion right there. And I was 15 feet away from that one. But it was more afraid of me than I was of it. Once it realized that I was not prey, even though it was stalking me for a while, I just turned and yelled at him, and he took off. With the bull elk, no, I didn't want to, it's a different process when you're dealing with something like a big ungulate. Bull elk, and in particular bull moose, incredibly dangerous. In fact, I think the bull moose, in my opinion, is the most dangerous animal, bar none, during the rutting season in North America. I've been put up a tree by a bull moose. And actually, if your kids are between 7 and 12, here comes an opportunity to hawk something. My new book, Wild Outside, a children's book, tells a story of me being treed by a moose up in the wilds of Canada. Well, that was pretty great. And what a great, as I say, it's kind of a great way to show, look, if you're out there and you're on the trails and you come across certain animals, ungulates, big ungulates with the full rack of antlers, they can be very dangerous. And they are, well, whatever they are, 1,000 pounds, more than that. It doesn't matter. If they're 400 pounds, they're going to do damage to you. And you want to be real careful when it comes to ungulates. So that's the way I played it. Talk to them a little bit. I do that to every wildlife encounter I ever have. I talk to them. Rogue and I, the big fella dog, we came face to face with a skunk last week. I should have pulled the phone out for that one too. This one was 6 feet away from us, a skunk. And I just talked to my dog and said, nope, you come back here. Talk to the skunk. And then I got my dog out of there. That was not a case where I waited for that skunk to turn around or leave, because that skunk was full on like, yeah, bring it, just bring it. He was ready to spray. So we backed away, and then circled around and got out of there. But, I can see the elk tracks here. But in the case of a bull ungulate, maybe not so much deer, but certainly elk and certainly moose. Give them their space, talk calmly, find your way around. Do not provoke them. because they can be provoked. You can scare off a black bear, you can scare off a mountain lion, and you can possibly scare off a bull moose and a bull elk, but if they don't want to be scared off, you just made yourself a really dangerous situation to deal with, because now you've ticked off some kind of big bull ungulate. Wow. I'm sorry. I just can't get over how beautiful he was. All right, got to catch up to my pups. This is great.